All right, what's up, guys? One of the most common questions that I get in any videos that I make on YouTube or on TikTok is how much can you make running a power washing company? So, in this video, I'm just going to kind of break down how much you can make per day, per month, and maybe even per year. I'll talk about the average profit margins, what your goals should be based off how big your company is, and we'll dive into it. All right, so the way I usually like to look at my revenue is either on a weekly or monthly basis. I have like a Google spreadsheet that I track all of our income and expenses on, everything business wise. So there's none of my personal expenses on there. The first year you start off, you should be looking to make, I mean, in the very beginning, you should just be happy with any work you get. Honestly, you'll probably want to go to family and friends for a lot of your work. Um, Post to local Facebook groups, things like that, and more or less people want to support you just because you're starting a business, not because you're really the best business out there. You might have to cut your prices a little bit in the beginning because you have no reputation to base your high prices off of. So beating people pricing wise is all you can do when giving estimates. Um, I'd say a good goal for the first year would be anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000 a week, so anywhere from like $4,000 to $8,000 a month. But some I have to be very clear on is not every month is going to be this big. In the home service industry, some months are big, some months are small. Like this past July was our biggest July ever, but then the month directly after it, August, was a relatively slow month for us. So you always have to take where your numbers are with a grain of salt. If you have one month that's right in the beginning, if you have one month that's $10,000, you shouldn't be looking at $10,000 as your new normal. You really should be looking at like the past 3 months, and whatever the average is there is your average income over the course of a month. By year two, you should be starting to step it up a little bit. You should be looking to make about $3,000 a month, if not four. So that'll put you at what is that? $12,000 to $16,000 a month, which is a healthy company. If you can do that in 12 months, or maybe if you don't work 12 months, like 8 or 9 months, then you're making a really strong living. Next, I'll touch on the profit margins before we go into what you should be making around the third year. Obviously, your profit margins are going to get smaller the bigger you grow your company. So in the beginning, you should be shooting for well above 50% is a good mark that I would say. Right now, I'm in year three of running my business, and I think we're usually around 55 to 60% month to month, not including taxes, of course. So if you can, run a company for the first year, make a solid 35, 40K, and be running at a 50% profit margin, that'll put you at $20,000, $25,000 in profit. That's strong. That's a good income for the first year of starting a business. Year two, start getting into bigger numbers, and all of a sudden you're making like $6,000 to $8,000 of profit per month. By the time you get to your third year in business, which is where I am right now, you definitely want to make sure all of your months are above $20,000 is a good mark to be at. If we do $20,000 in a month now, it's a relatively slow month. I think we max out at about 40. So our bigger months are huge for us. Our slower months are obviously slow, but that's always the way it's going to be. And a lot of people are going to ask, how do you get these jobs? You just have to stay patient. Keep building your business, keep building your reputation, keep getting 5-star reviews, and the work will find you. As long as you're doing good work, showing up when you say you're going to show up, and doing what you say you're going to do, you'll watch your numbers explode. Just put your head down and work. Especially the first couple years, put almost everything back into the business, and it's really going to pay off in the long term. So like I mentioned, my company's only 3 years into its lifespan. We've got 2 trucks now, and I've put almost all of the money that I've made right back into the business. I want to keep growing it. I want to get more technicians, more trucks, to the point where I can just be doing estimates. Right now, we just had a couple guys go back to college, a couple employees, so I'm kind of back in the truck doing some work right now. Like I mentioned, August was a little bit slow. September looks like it's going to start picking up again. We got to stay busy until the winter hits. So yeah, subscribe and follow along if you're starting up your own power washing company. Hopefully I can help you out.